Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Thursday, October 14th, 2021. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. So far in pre-market trading, overnight and pre-market trading here, the ES has rallied from the previous session's close of 43.55 quarters and has reached the 4,400 level. That's today's high, basically right here. High of the day, 43.99 so far, and sitting right below a point here that has been offered. When price has gotten above 4,400, it has been pushed right back down. Price right now through two-day highs and kind of approaching again that 4,400 level from below. We know about 44.21.5 being a very strong pivot high in addition to the monthly midpoint. That remains resistance as right now, but so far we've seen a very bullish unidirectional trend this morning. Should there be a rejection at 4,400 or a failure to stay above 43.80, that could lead to a return back down toward the previous session's close. So we could be looking at a potential gap fill ahead back down toward that zone if a rejection of 4,400 occurs. Right now, we're clearly inside this range here at the moment. We still have a very clear downward trend that's been in play. And in order to break that trend, you really got to get through that 21.5 and close beyond it in order to trigger a continuation up. As of right now, early strength here. If there is rejection, we could be turning right back down. And again, 43.80 is going to be the key level to watch. Let's take a look at the NQ. Here's the NQ. Again, a very strong push through two-day highs. A continuation in overnight trading away from the previous session's close of 14.767s. Again, this level right here is 15K, and it's come right into that zone, not quite into it as much, about 50 points off the 15K level. But 15K has been very, very important as resistance for this market. You can see right along these lines right here. So we're coming into it from below, but it has been offered here these 2 days back to back offered, and now we're coming back into it. There's an FOMC key level up there as well. Again, if there's a failure to get through that zone, we could be pulling right back down to where we came from and really just kind of staying inside this range here. So for the most part, we've seen quite a bit of strength here. If price can push through 15K, it opens up much more upside ahead. Right now, 15K is the ceiling here for short-term trading, so any push into that zone could lead to a return back down within the range until proven otherwise. If price can push through 15K, it does open up the upper portion of the previous quarter's range, which could be very bullish, but again, 15.2 would be the next key level above as resistance as well. So overhead resistance right now, even as price tests higher. Again, 15K the key level to watch. Crude oil up about 1.5% right now, very strong. We've mentioned before that based off of the recent lows here, any pullback into the Pima trigger zone could provide an opportunity to turn this thing around and rally. Right now, we're not seeing a dip below the 8-period average at all. Instead, we've pushed through the previous session's high already and are holding above the 81s here, trading 81.60 at the moment. Again, this market is one that continues to be very, very strong, and after a period of strength we tend to see some sideways action followed by another round of strength, and that's what we're seeing here. We saw a 7-handle rally from 75s to 82, big move. Now a little bit of digestive price action. Soon we may see a continuation. At the moment, the key levels to watch on an intraday basis remain the high and low from Tuesday's market, and we're right at that high at the moment. A failure to get through that high turns price right back down, and we're still in the range. So looking for crude oil to mostly remain within the range here until we do see that continuation on a swing basis ahead. Again, a strong pivot low or one big shakeout move, say below 79 or into 78, could give us a nice turnaround and rally toward 84 ahead. Lastly, looking at gold futures here, you'll see that gold has been very, very bullish in the previous session, a big time upside break. That break back above the 1780 level. That's the level we mentioned before. We really got to get back above. That's the previous month's midpoint. 1740 remained intact, and we got the major expansion day in the previous session. Big time trend and hold by the end of the day, sat up there and held for many hours, and now you're seeing a continuation back to composite VWAP as well. This right here, in pushing through 1780, any pullback to 1780 could still lead to a continuation ahead, as price now approaches the upper end of the range, which is 1835 to 1840. So that could still be ahead. Any pullback to 1780 opens up a continuation toward the top of the range. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the rest of the session. Good luck, trade well, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.